Welcome
Welcome
to
to
another
another
episode
episode
of
of
Conversations
Conversations
One
One
on
on
One.
One.
Tonight we
Tonight we
have the
have the
great
great
comedian
comedian
Silly
Silly
Me
Me
in the
in the
building,
building,
having a
having a
conversation with
conversation with
Conversations
Conversations
One
One
on
on
One.
One.
How's it
How's it
going
going
tonight,
tonight,
Silly
Silly
Me?
Me?
It's going great. It's going really, really great. It's hot, but it's going
Oh
Oh
great.
yeah,
yeah,
hey, we
hey, we
burning up
burning
out
up
here
out
in
here in
these
these
streets.
streets.
I'm telling you.
So
So
let
let
everybody know
everybody
what
know
you
what you
got
got
coming
coming
up.
up.
You know,
Any
any
events,
events,
things
things
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah, I got my filming coming up, which is a major event. My second comedy special in works. It begins September the 18th. We start back filming for the second comedy special. Silly Behavior.
Okay.
Okay.
Hosted and produced by me. Yeah, and just make sure y'all check the first one out. Those that tuning in to the
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
video. Check the first one out on Amazon Prime, Roku, Radiate TV. Yeah, silly comedy documentary. So make sure y'all check that out as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and let me see. Monday I'll be at an open mic spot, testing out some new jokes and materials and things like that. You know how that goes as
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
comedians.
Mm-hmm.
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 So I'm in preparation mode basically. I'm in mental, spirit, all that. This preparation mode for the next major project.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
I know the first of me production, it was hilarious. It was so funny. And we had a chance to see the premiere. So that was
Yeah.
awesome.
It
It
was. It
was. It
was.
was.
So
So
we're going to
we're
get
going to
into
get
the
into the
conversation
conversation
tonight,
tonight,
y'all.
y'all.
We're going to
We're
be
going to be
talking
talking
about
about
legacy
legacy
and
and
have we
have we
lost the
lost the
concept of
concept of
legacy,
legacy,
especially
especially
us
us
black
black
folks.
folks.
So
So
we're going
we're
to
going to
define
define
what
what
legacy
legacy
actually
actually
means,
means,
the
the
financial
financial
versus the
versus the
cultural.
cultural.
Legacy
Legacy
includes
includes
property,
property,
life
life
insurance,
insurance,
and
and
business,
business,
but it
but it
also
also
includes
includes
family
family
traditions,
traditions,
recipes,
recipes,
moral
moral
values,
values,
and
and
an
an
untarnished
untarnished
family
family
name.
name.
So,
So,
silly
silly
me,
me,
how do
how
you
do you
feel
feel
about
about
black
black
people in
people in
regards to
regards to
legacy? And
legacy?
do
And
you
do you
feel
feel
like
like
we've
we've
lost it?
lost it?
I feel like we have lost it. Yeah. I feel like times have changed, sadly. It's like it's set up where every man is for himself until something disaster or traumatizing break out, and then we look for help at the last minute. Such as leaving lands. I feel like we spend our time and money trying to impress on the outside,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
worry about long term investments,
Mm-hmm.
meaning our children, you know what I'm saying? Long term
Mm-hmm.
investment, leaving them something behind. But I think we're too busy worrying about the now and not focus more so on the possibilities of what can happen later. You know,
Mm.
I
Mm.
remember I remember back in the day where, our grandmas,
Yeah.
Yeah.
would leave like lands, farms, something long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You barely hear about that now. 9 times out of 10, maybe they didn't take care of the farm. Maybe they didn't take care of the land. So now what? The land is no longer in a part of the family. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I feel like we just got our mindset kind of backwards and just all wrong. I'm not sugarcoating anything. It's just all wrong.
I
Yeah.
can
I
agree
can
with
agree
you
with
on
you on
that
that
because in
because
the
in the
past,
past,
black
black
families
families
placed
placed
heavy
heavy
emphasis
emphasis
on
on
passing
passing
down a
down a
trade,
trade,
a
a
piece of
piece of
land,
land,
or
or
simply
simply
a
a
strong
strong
reputation
reputation
in
in
the
the
community.
community.
And
And
nowadays,
nowadays,
it's
it's
like
like
we're
we're
so
so
focused
focused
on
on
the
the
short
short
term,
term,
we're
we're
not
not
thinking
thinking
about
about
longevity.
longevity.
And
And
Mhm.
a
a
lot of
lot of
other
other
races
races
know
know
that
that
about
about
us,
us,
and
and
they
they
use it
use
to
it to
their
their
advantage
advantage
and
and
to
to
our
our
detriment.
detriment.
Mm-hmm.
you
I
You
know,
know,
agree.
so
so
Yep.
um,
um,
I want to jump in because it's also not just with land and name, it's also with homes. A lot of times, families would leave homes, well, grandparents will leave homes to get passed down in the generations, but they will be sold off. And then we talk about how other cultures come in and buy up the block, but we don't
mhm.
invest in our own blocks, in our own homes.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think the
So
So
sound the sound kind of going out when you talking. It kind of like seem like it's kind of far back a little bit. The sound.
let's
let's
see.
see,
Now when
Brenda.
I think when DC when you talking, it sound like it's coming straight through.
Can
But
you hear
when
me
you're
now?
talking, it's
Can you hear me now?
a tad bit. Yeah, just a tad bit.
Can you
Turn
hear
it
Turn
me
it
off and
off
now?
and
turn it
turn it
on
on
and
and
let it
let it
It's getting
reconnect.
better. It's getting better. It's getting better.
Okay.
It's getting better. Yeah, we
Yeah,
getting
Yeah,
sorry
better.
sorry
about the
about the
technical
technical
difficulty.
difficulty.
It's
Yeah.
okay. It is okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
when you
when you
hear the
hear the
word
word
legacy
legacy
today,
today,
what is the
what is the
very
very
first
first
thing that
thing that
comes to
comes
your
to your
mind? Do
mind?
you
Do you
think
think
our
our
generation
generation
defines it
defines it
differently than
differently
our
than our
grandparents
grandparents
did?
did?
I do. I do. When I think of legacy today, I just think like, are you serious? Like, are you for real? Like, you for real got that to leave that? Like, are you for real? You for real got that to invest that?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Oh
are you
yeah.
for real? You know what I'm saying? Do you for real have it? Like, it's hard to take that and be serious in today's timing. And not only that, it just seemed like everybody's so greedy. Um,
Hmm.
Mm.
People got their stuff and they so greedy. People dying to their stuff. Ain't nobody trying to leave nothing for nobody no more.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh
Sadly,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
so yeah, when I hear it, that's a rare thing nowadays. It's rare. It's a rare thing. Not saying that it's not possible in today's time. I'm sure it's somewhere, somebody, one of us have left a legacy to, their family, their kids, their grandkids, but it's not a trend.
Hmm.
Sadly,
Hmm.
I feel like funerals are more of a trend than anything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
but
Pretty
much.
much.
legacy is not a trend. Like sadly, the legacy of dying is the trend now.
Hmm.
Mm.
And
Yes.
sadly, we don't even have that figured out because there's so many GoFundMe accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That, and who am I? I'm not trying to judge, but sadly, we're backwards.
No, that's
No, that's
facts.
facts.
Facts is
Facts is
facts.
That-
facts.
You
You
yeah,
know,
know,
we're backwards.
also,
also,
I think
I
we can
think we can
factor
factor
in the
in the
fact
fact
of
of
the way the
the way the
economy is
economy is
nowadays.
nowadays.
You
You
know,
know,
people don't
people don't
have
have
anything to
anything to
leave
leave
because we
because we
so
so
busy just
busy
trying
just
to
trying to
survive.
survive.
Trying to survive.
You
Yep.
I
know, I
remember
remember
back in the
back in
day
the
you
day,
could
you
get a
can get a
whole
whole
apartment for
apartment
like
for like
$400.
$400.
Man,
But
But
what?
but
but
now
now
you looking
you
at
looking
like
at like
18 to
18 to
$2,000.
$2,000.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
can you hear me?
You really? Huh?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You can
Oh
hear
Yeah.
yeah.
me?
Yep. I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
People don't know the value of insurance. Life insurance, whole life insurance. You can actually go and pull money out that insurance to buy clothes or buy you a home because equity build up in the whole life insurance, but people are so busy trying to dress to impress and
Hmm.
Hmm.
have fancy cars and
Yep.
all these fancy things like you were saying. They don't even invest in life insurance, and that's a way to leave your family a legacy because you can have so many life insurance policies. Is no limit on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if
Also,
we
if we
Yep.
cut
cut
back
back
on
on
some of the
some of the
unnecessary
unnecessary
things
things
that
that
we
we
love to
love to
indulge
indulge
in,
in,
like
like
rims
rims
and
and
Mercedes
Mercedes
Benzes, and
Benzes, and
still
still
living in an
living in an
apartment
apartment
complex,
complex,
things
Mm-hmm.
things
like
like
that.
that.
We
We
waste
waste
money on a
money on
lot
a
of
lot of
things
things
We
while
do.
we
while we
struggling.
struggling.
We
And
do.
And
where I'm
where I'm
from, that's
from, that's
called
called
hustling
hustling
backward.
backward.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
I
You
know,
agree.
know,
that at
that at
that
that
point, the
point, the
Mercedes
Mercedes
was
was
more
more
important
important
than
than the
buying a
buying a
house.
house.
And
And
that's
Mm-hmm.
where
that's
the
where the
problem
problem
comes in
comes
a
in a
lot.
lot.
Um,
Um,
Yep.
Also,
Also,
just
just
thinking
thinking
about
about
right
right
now and
now
not
and not
thinking
thinking
about
about
later
later
on.
on,
Mm-hmm.
What do
what
you
do you
have to
have to
leave to
leave
your
to your
children? And
children?
I'm
And
not
I'm not
saying you
saying
have
you
to
have
be
to be
rich
rich
or be a
or be a
millionaire and
millionaire and
leave
leave
Right.
them
them
a
a
hundred
hundred
thousand
thousand
dollars,
dollars,
two
two
hundred
hundred
thousand
thousand
dollars,
dollars,
but
but
even a
even a
family
family
cookbook.
cookbook.
You know what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying? A
saying? A
family
family
photo
photo
album
album
of
of
ancestors.
ancestors.
You
Yep.
You
know,
know,
a
a
lot of
lot
us
of us
don't even
don't even
have
have
pictures of
pictures of
our
our
grandparents,
grandparents,
let
let
alone
alone
great
great
grandparents.
grandparents.
Yep.
You know,
You
so
know,
it's
so it's
like
like
family
family
history is
history is
lost
lost
and there's
and
no
there's no
legacy.
legacy.
You are so right, DC. When you say family history is lost, because I don't know half of my folks. I see them
Me
with
Me
big
either.
either.
eyes, big lips, and I wonder is they my family, but I don't know. So we don't even have pictures. I'd be like, this nigga got big eyes like me, big lips like me. He might be my cousin. He might be the nigga that I need to see.
I know,
I know,
right?
right?
So we can reach out to the other people. Yeah, you're right. Family legacy is lost. You can barely go in people's houses and see. I'd be surprised when people have photo albums. I'd be
Yeah.
Yeah.
surprised to
Wow.
see
Oh
even
yeah.
Oh yeah.
photos on the wall of their grandpa daddy, on down like that. I'd be surprised to see that. And I honestly, I have not seen it. I haven't seen it.
And
I
you,
And you
used to
know,
see it years ago, but I
mm-hmm.
hmm
haven't seen it in today's time. I haven't. That's a rare thing. Like I have not seen it. I might see somebody, have a picture of their grandfather, or a picture of their grandmother, but that's it. That's
and
it.
and
And
then
then
the
the
family
family
name
name
is
is
so
so
important
important
too,
too,
because
because
Mm-hmm.
when you
when you
talk
talk
about
about
that,
that,
then you
then you
get
get
into
into
integrity.
integrity.
Yep.
The
The
way
way
that
that
you
you
conduct
conduct
yourself
yourself
out
out
here in
here in
these
these
streets,
streets,
and
Yep.
and
the
the
example
example
that you're
that you're
setting for
setting
your
for your
family.
family.
And a
And
lot
a
of
lot
us
of us
Yep.
don't
a lot
a
of
lot
us
of
don't
us
even
don't even
consider
consider
integrity
integrity
for our
for our
damn
damn
selves,
selves,
let
let
Yep.
alone how
alone
you
how you
acting,
acting,
how you
how you
look
look
to your
to your
family.
family.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
that's a
that's a
huge
huge
issue.
issue.
You so right. You so right. I feel like that's the one of the that is a representation of your family.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, when I was younger, I didn't take that as serious as I should have, as a lot of us did not take that serious as being a
Hmm.
Hmm.
representation of your family. I didn't come from a nice family background. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and say, we was the worst of the worst, but I didn't come from like a stable type of environment. So I always felt like growing up, when I realized the difference between a stable environment and a non-stable environment, meaning a healthy environment and a non-healthy environment, started learning as I grew and as I
Hmm.
Hmm.
go through my own struggles, own trials and tribulations, and own experiences, and start realizing like, hey, the way my family was not the way that I should carry on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
me trying to be a better representation for my kids, let me go about things a bit different than how I grew up and the things that I thought were just normal. Let me unnormalize that. So my kids can go ahead and break that chain, and I won't
Hmm.
Hmm.
uh bleed on my kids from growing up in a, not so okay environment and
Hmm.
family oriented, that they won't, feel like they had to heal or they had to, overcome some things that I carried into them. You see what I'm saying? So I always
Yes.
felt like it was always my responsibility as I became a mom, a better person for myself, to just try to make some changes, break certain habits, break
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
patterns, break certain doings. Like my kids never saw me. They never saw me drink. When I used to drink, I would drink like behind their back. They
Hmm.
never saw
Hmm.
me drink when they was younger, or even when they never saw me pick up like a drink. Not that's not knocking anybody else that drink, but those are the things that I was used to seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my home is, the adults drinking, smoking, and all that stuff. They see it now because they doing their own thing. They grown it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they
Yeah. It's
can
Yeah. It's
never
different.
say they
different.
thought. You know what I'm saying? They can never say, I saw my mom pick up this. I saw my mom do this. I saw my mom. I heard my mom cuss me out, call me out my name. They never. What they saw me do was sit down, be imperfect, you know what I'm saying, and let them
Hmm.
know
Hmm.
it's okay to make mistakes and show them how to come back from those mistakes. And what they saw me do, be apologetic, something that us as adults, some of us adults are afraid of, which is accountability. They saw
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
take
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
accountability because that's one of the things that a lot of us need to install in this generation, especially accountability, because accountability can get us far. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
That's
That is
facts.
facts.
representation of our character and ourself, in our life overall. So if you speaking to a person and living with a person or being around people that can't take accountability, and my kids watching me not take accountability, they're gonna go out here and feel like they don't have to take accountability for any wrongdoing that they do.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So I'm not breaking no cycle right there. I'm not.
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
creating. I'm creating a fire. I'm creating a fire. My son. I'm creating a fire of him being a woman's husband one day. If he don't see me how to take accountability. My daughter. I'm creating a fire of her. Not being able to be apologetic to her husband, future husband or man one day. You know what I'm saying? So I had to show her
Hmm.
like this to show them like accountability plays a big part in your overall life.
Definitely.
Definitely.
And
And
legacy is
legacy is
especially
especially
important
important
because it
because it
helps
helps
us
us
get some
get some
type of
type of
definition of
definition of
who
who
we
we
are.
are.
And when
And when
that's
that's
absent,
absent,
you
you
have like
have
a
like a
lot of the
lot of the
young men
young
and
men and
some of the
some of the
young
young
women
women
joining
Yeah.
joining
gangs and
gangs and
things like
things like
that
that
Yeah.
because they're
because they're
trying to
trying to
find a
find a
place of
place of
belonging that
belonging
they
that they
can't get
can't
from
get from
family.
family.
Yep.
And
You're right.
you broke those generational curses. You broke those yokes that came down from the other generations. And you have a beautiful family. I just wanted to say that.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. I
And
And
want
you
to
know,
tell y'all, I want to give y'all flowers. I know I'm on the interview right now, but I want to take the time out to give y'all
This is a
flowers.
yeah,
conversation.
it's
yeah,
just a
it's just a
conversation, so
conversation,
you
so you
good.
good.
I want to say thank you both. Thank y'all for pouring into me. Thank y'all for just however way y'all do it. And I just want to say it doesn't go unnoticed. Like out of all the peoples, you know where we come from. And you know it hasn't been easy for our background. I'm pretty sure DC you have a background as
Oh
well
my
Oh
as
my
God.
God.
but I want to say thank you both for pouring into me and my son, my family, just pouring love and support. I mean, it doesn't go unnoticed. Like if there was a such thing, if I could say a million thank yous right now for the rest of this show, I will nonstop, and we don't
No,
talk about
thank
nothing
you.
else.
Thank you.
And
And you
Thank
know,
you.
we
we
appreciate
appreciate
it,
it,
but we
but
Yeah.
we
appreciate you
appreciate
as
you as
well
Yes, we
well
do.
because
because
it's
it's
about
about
us
us
coming
coming
together and
together and
supporting
supporting
each
each
other.
other.
And
And
that's
that's
what we
what we
have
have
lost as
lost
a
as a
community. We
community.
have
We
to
have to
support each
support each
other
other
because
because
the
the
reason
reason
why
why
we
we
black
black
people in
people in
general are
general
in the
are in the
position that
position
we
that
are
we are
in
in
right
right
now
now
is
is
because we
because we
can't come
can't come
together.
together.
If we
If
could
we could
come
come
together
together
in
in
numbers like
numbers
our
like our
oppressor
oppressor
does
does
and
and
has
has
done
done
throughout
throughout
history,
history,
we could
we
go a
could go a
long
long
way.
way.
We could
We
go a
could go a
long
We
way.
long way.
can, we can, and that goes back to me saying it's like nowadays every man for himself. It's like it's so
Hmm.
Hmm.
rare to bump into the next black person or black people, black business, black team, black company, black group, group of whoever. It's hard to come by us
Yeah.
Yeah,
that pour into us. Like that's a hard thing because we are at each other's throats.
All the
all the
time.
time.
All the
All the
When
time.
we
time.
shouldn't be. We are each other's own enemy. We don't have to worry about the world breaking us. We break each other.
Facts.
Facts.
And
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 Yes.
and
We
you
break each other.
and
and
other
other
people know
people
that
know
as
that as
well.
well.
And
Yes.
other
So
people know that as well. The other people know that I feel like as black people, we not as strong minded
Mm-mm.
as
mm-mm,
our ancestors.
That's
that's
We're
facts.
not
facts.
as wise as our ancestors. And it's like what we do know, we try to water it down on what we do know because we care about too much of what the next person may think about us,
Yes.
Hmm.
Hmm.
instead of using the wisdom that our ancestors left us
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
use the braveness and the courage that our ancestors and long-term grandpas and grandmas and folks done left us and use it in action for today's time. And I think we'll be better off. I think
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
would.
I think that we're not
I
as I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go
no,
ahead.
you good. You good. Yeah,
I
you
don't
good.
think that we're as strong minded as our ancestors because we don't have to we haven't had to struggle like they used to have to struggle. Like they had to really struggle. They had to fight. They got whipped. And even past that it was Jim Crow. And then
Yeah.
it was like redlining. So they always had a fight. People have got comfortable in this system and being held back. I mean, they're
Yeah.
fine with it as long as they go out to make the money, make their money to buy what they need for their households, and go party and post it on social media. They're good. They don't care about Trump saying slavery never existed and they didn't
Yep.
steal this land. They don't care about that.
Yep.
I'm gonna
I'm
add
gonna
to
add to
what you
what you
just
just
said
said
about
about
people
people
just
just
going to
going to
work
work
making their
making their
money.
money.
Some of
Some of
these
these
niggas
niggas
don't even
don't
want
even
to
want
do
to do
that.
that.
Now,
Now,
our
our
Ain't no.
ancestors
ancestors
was
was
out
out
there
there
on the
on the
field
field
picking
picking
crops
crops
in the
in the
hot
hot
sun,
sun,
bent
bent
over.
over.
These
These
niggas
niggas
can't
can't
sit at
sit
a
at a
desk in
desk in
AC
AC
and
and
work.
work.
And work. You are so right. Y'all was
So,
So,
you so right. Y'all was so right.
like,
like,
what are
what
you
are you
complaining
complaining
about?
about?
You
You
not out
not
here
out
in the
here in the
field like
field
our
like our
ancestors used
ancestors
to
used to
have to
have to
do.
do.
Mm,
You know what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying?
saying?
Like,
Like,
stop
stop
being
being
so
so
sorry.
sorry.
mm-hmm.
And
And
it's
it's
just
just
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
And it's
And it's
ridiculous
ridiculous
that
that
the
the
current
current
generations
generations
have
have
to
to
start
start
legacies
legacies
now
now
when we
when we
should have
should have
had it.
had it.
You
Yep.
You
know,
know,
I can
I
Yep.
can
only
only
refer
refer
back to
back
my
to my
mother and
mother
my
and my
stepfather.
stepfather.
Right.
Past
Past
that,
that,
I ain't
I
got
ain't got
nothing.
nothing.
And it's
And it's
Yeah.
messed
messed
up.
up.
You
You
know,
know,
so
so
I
I
think we
think we
just
just
need
need
to
to
we
we
need
need
to
to
we need
we
to
need to
change our
change our
mentality.
mentality.
We have
We
to
have to
change our
change our
mentality
mentality
and
and
look
look
at
at
each
each
and
and
every
every
other
other
black
black
person
person
as a
as a
sister
sister
or a
or a
brother
brother
or a
or a
father
father
or a
or a
mother.
mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And
and
maybe we
maybe
would
we would
treat each
treat
other
each other
differently.
differently.
Instead of my enemy or my
And
adversary.
Yep.
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yep. It's like you can't even walk in a room without your own kind staring at you a certain way or feeling a certain intimidation. by your beauty, by how you present yourself, by how you walk in a room, by how you look, by how you talk. You got somebody that's a nigga in the corner, mugging,
Yeah.
ready to
Yeah.
say something. Straight nigga.
We
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
talking about that on yesterday. I was saying how you have black women that get with other groups and they downgrade and they talk down about other black women to those groups of women.
Yep.
Instead of standing together in our sisterhood and uplifting each other, and if they hear some say something about their sister, then they, take up for her. But no, they be the ones that be starting the gossip,
Yep.
laughing,
Yep.
whatever they be doing. But it's crazy.
Yep.
We are the only group of people that down each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
if you
if
see
you
that
see that
woman
woman
walk
walk
into the
into the
room with
room
some
with some
ashy
ashy
ankles,
ankles,
don't
don't
talk to
talk
your
to your
friend
friend
about this
about this
woman
woman
and
and
talk
talk
about it
about it
like
like
that. Why
that.
don't
Why
you
don't you
pull her to
pull
the
it to the
Give her some
side,
side,
give her
give her
lotion.
some
some
lotion?
lotion?
Give her some
Exactly.
Exactly.
lotion.
Help her
Like, come here,
out.
girl. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here. Come here. I got some
Slap
Slap
them
of
lotion
them
in my
ankles.
ankles.
purse. We can go ahead and go in this bathroom and you can go ahead and put that
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
lotion on your feet because I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to
Exactly.
offer
Exactly.
this lotion out my purse. That way you can lotion your own feet and never see you walk
Exactly.
like the queen you
Yeah.
please.
Yes.
Just
Just
turn the
turn the
negative
negative
into the
into the
positive, and
positive, and
that'll
Negative
that'll
go a
go a
into
long
a
long
way.
way.
positive. Into a
But
But
positive.
what do
what
you
do you
think of
think of
some
some
other
other
ways that
ways
we
that
can
we can
start
start
today
today
incorporating
incorporating
legacy?
legacy?
I think stop being greedy. We already got to deal with that with the economy,
Mm-hmm.
Think long term. Don't think this now. Because
Definitely.
I
Definitely.
mean, it's so easy to wake up and say, well, this gonna be here tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna, whatever the case may be. We don't have to do it right now. We can do it later. I think the minute that we're thinking about investing or leaving a legacy or leaving some type of something long term to our kids or family, I think the minute we think about it, the minute we need to hop on it, like right then and
Mm-hmm.
there. Stop delaying. Stop debating with yourself. Stop going back and forth. Just go ahead and put into action right then and there. It's easy. It's better to do it now than wait later because we see that life is life.
It
It
It's not
is.
getting
is.
no
Oh
better.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So if you wait later, it might not never get done.
You're
You're
right.
right.
So it's best to do it while you thinking about it now and stop being greedy and think long term. Don't
What
just think about now.
What is your definition of being greedy?
Hmm?
What is your definition of being greedy? Because
You
we
going
already
you,
know the other
you
people gonna get they have to get everything. So what is your definition of being greedy for our people?
oh, the definition of being greedy? I would say not if you know some knowledge about something and you can help the next person out with it, tell them, don't withhold it.
That's
If
being a
you can help,
crab.
huh?
That's gatekeeping.
Yeah, that's gatekeeping, right? So to me that's a level of being greedy. You holding it back. You know something that can possibly help the next person instead of being able to help your family or whoever that's close to you that you want to that you should want to give them. I feel like you love somebody, and if you care about the next person, why not show them and teach them what you know? Because what if they don't know about certain things or what
Yeah.
Yeah.
and maybe what you know can help them out. And maybe over time, if they learn what you know, maybe your brain can match their brain and come together and create something magical long term.
What if you have people that don't want to learn? They don't want to know anymore. And you try to put them on how to make money doing social media or just doing something different other than what they know, or even they eat healthy, but they don't want to do these things. Then what do you do?
If they don't want to learn something, because you got them folks, I call them they like brickheads. I call them brickheads. It's like they don't want to learn certain things that will benefit them, and they feel like you teaching them is like you trying to tell them what to do
Yeah.
Yeah.
instead of basically just listening. I call it a brickhead. They're like a rock kid to me.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, definitely, because you can't get through to them. So I feel like that point they just asked out.
Yeah.
They just asked out. You don't ask yourself out,
Yeah.
basically. By being
Facts.
Facts.
like it. You can't call yourself a full grown up and be stuck in your own ways. You got to be willing to
Mm-hmm.
still learn. I know a lot of adults, and y'all may know too, where you tell them something, you teach them something, they get offended. Instead of just sit down, shut up, learn, listen. Okay? Not everybody is trying to tell you, so I'm trying to tell you what to do. They trying to help you.
That's
A
called
lot
Exactly.
of us,
elevation. You supposed to learn
yeah,
something new every day until the day you die.
Oh
Oh
yeah, I
yeah,
yeah,
can
I
agree
can
with
agree with
that.
that.
Yeah,
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 as long
as
as
long
you
as you
live, you
live,
can
you can
continue to
continue to
learn
learn
because you
because you
can
can
never
exactly.
never
know
know
everything.
everything.
That's
So
right.
So
you got to
you got to
let your
That's
let your
right.
ego
ego
go to
go
the
to the
side,
side,
and
and
hey,
hey,
sometimes you need
sometimes
to
you need to
listen.
listen.
Sometimes the
Sometimes the
person may
person
be
may be
older than
older
you.
than you.
Sometimes the
Sometimes the
person may
person
be
may be
Yeah,
younger
younger
than
than
you.
you.
maybe younger.
Sometimes the
Sometimes the
person
Yeah.
might
person
be
might
of
be of
another
another
race.
race.
You know,
You
you
know,
can
you can
learn
learn
something
something
from
from
even the
even the
negative
negative
things.
things. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Long as
long
you
as you
Yep.
learn and
learn and
apply the
apply the
knowledge.
knowledge.
Yep.
You
I
know,
always say every day you live is an everyday reason for you to learn. It's something out here to learn every day we wake up. It's something. Something we can learn through each other, through things, through people, through experiences, through living. Every day we can wake up and learn something, but it's only if we want to learn it. I think only fools
facts.
Facts.
are the only people that know everything, that think they know everything, is fools. Fools don't know. Fools the one they you can't teach them that.
You're
You
right.
They'll
right.
they'll be a fool. To me, that's a certified dummy. To
Oh
Oh
me,
yeah.
if
yeah.
you call you got to be a dummy. You're not receiving no type of knowledge, no type of common sense, no type of wisdom. You're not living. You don't want to learn. You just want to wake up and breathe and think that's it. That's all that life is about. You stopping yourself.
That's
That's
facts.
facts.
That's
That's
Yeah.
facts.
facts.
But
But
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
another
another
thing that
thing
we
that we
all
all
can
can
do
do
to
to
incorporate
incorporate
legacy
legacy
starting
starting
today,
today,
we
we
can
can
document
document
conversations that
conversations
we
that we
have
have
and
and
put them
put them
on
on
media that
media
can
that
be
can be
saved
saved
long
long
term
term
so
so
that
that
it can
it
be
can be
referred
referred
back
back
to
to
later.
later.
Even a
Even a
journal,
journal,
like you
like you
said, a
said, a
photo
photo
album.
album. You know,
Money is
money is
great.
great. You know,
You could
you could
start
start
a
a
excuse me,
excuse me,
you could
you could
start a
start a
CD out
CD
of the
at a
bank.
bank.
You know, put
Put
five
five
hundred
hundred
dollars in the
dollars in the
CD and
CD and
just
just
leave it
leave it
there.
there.
Leave it
And you
And
there.
you
know,
Yeah.
know,
by the
by the
time
time you
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 pass
pass
away,
away,
hopefully
hopefully
it's
it's
later than
later than
sooner.
sooner.
It would
It would
have
have
accrued
accrued
so
so
much
much
interest that
interest
you
that
can
you can
actually
actually
leave
leave
somebody
somebody
something.
something.
You
Yeah.
You
know,
know,
so
so
just
just
even
even
thinking
thinking
about,
about
we have
we
to
have to
first
first
think
think
about
about
leaving a
leaving a
legacy
legacy
first.
first.
We
You
got
know,
to
we got to
think
think
about it
about it
first
first
and
and
then
then
take
take
action
action
because
because
that
that
legacy
legacy
is
is
part of
part of
what
what
keeps
keeps
you
you
alive
alive
even when you
even when you
pass
pass
away.
away.
That's true. It's long. That's what we go back and say is long term. A legacy is something that's long term. It's not short term. It's not just for the moment. It's thinking long term, far out. So that is so true. And
Yes.
I think that part of leaving a legacy too comes with what we do in life. You know, like as far as like a crackhead can't leave no legacy.
Nah.
Somebody
Nah,
you can't a murderer can't leave no legacy except they got a few bodies.
That's
You
it.
that's it.
know, that's it. So I think what we do in life makes a big difference in leaving a legacy. You know what I'm saying? We got to align ourselves right, get ourselves in certain positions, get our head on
Hmm.
right. You know what I'm saying? Get in there, be determined. Be focused, lock in. Lock in,
Locked
Locked
in.
in.
lock in.
You have to have the
Yep.
mindset to even think about leaving a legacy. I mean, some people don't
Hmm.
even have that mindset. They're just living for
Yep.
today, not even thinking about
Yep.
tomorrow. Like you said earlier, we
Yep.
all made a video for my grandson who is going to college, and for his birthday, we all just put a short compilation together of
Yep.
thoughts and ideas for him to go to college with. And one of the things I
Yep.
told him on my part of the video was think about tomorrow. Don't just live for the day, because that's what
Mm-hmm.
I did in my younger years. I didn't think about tomorrow. I was living for that
Mm-hmm.
day. And I wished I had a thought ahead about the
Yep.
future.
All right.
Yep.
Well,
Well,
we're
we're
gonna go
gonna go
ahead and
ahead and
close it
close it
out.
out.
We
We
definitely
definitely
thank
thank
you
you
for
for
coming on
coming
here
on
and
here and
having a
having a
conversation with
conversation
us
with us
tonight.
tonight.
Let
Let
everybody
everybody
know in the
know in the
audience
audience
where they
where they
can
can
reach you,
reach
where
you,
they
where
can
they can
find you.
find you.
What you have going on?
Absolutely. Listen. I'm kind of you got to catch me in the wind type of person. I try to move and just pop out every now and then with some
Oh
Oh
yeah.
stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
the one I want to put out there is the special that's going down. The filming of my next special, Silly Behavior, takes place September 18th. Tickets are available right now on Eventbrite. It's $15, but with the taxes, it comes up to $17 after the taxes. I do plan on providing some tickets for free to my top supporters, such as you guys,
Okay.
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 for
Okay.
free.
we
If you, I know
appreciate
you
that.
guys are. I know you guys are busy, so if you are available that day, I will be more than happy to go ahead and, put you on my VIP list, and you don't have to worry about paying anything because that is my token and appreciation
Well,
for
thank
rocking
you.
with Silly Me.
We
Oh
gonna
We gonna
yeah,
definitely
definitely
try
try
our
our
absolutely.
best to
best to
come.
come.
Definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
absolutely. And I'll be at the open mic. I forgot the name of the open mic. It's at the coffee shop,
Mm-hmm.
downtown area. Just follow me on Instagram, Sillymee1. That's SILLYM, two E's and a one to find out further more information. I'll be a little bit of everywhere. Next year, I began audition. I began audition, meaning bringing other comedians on to give them a chance to be on the next special. Because lately I just been just giving. I want to create a different platform where the comedians are actually earning their way to be in the
Okay.
in, in the spotlight on
Yes.
TV.
That's what's
That's
Instead
up.
of
what's up.
just giving, allowing them to earn because nothing worth having is easy to come by,
That's
That's
and this is
facts.
facts.
not easy what I'm doing. So it
Mm-mm.
takes time, it takes money, it takes a mind, it takes blood, sweat, tears, and a little tears and more tears and prayers and everything else.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
And
yeah.
dedication. So yeah, be on the
Okay.
Okay.
lookout.
All
All
right.
right.
Well,
Well,
everybody,
everybody,
don't
don't
forget to
forget to
check
check
out
out
Conversations
Conversations
One
One
on
on
One.
One.
Like,
Like,
share,
share,
subscribe,
subscribe,
and
and
everybody
everybody
have a
have a
good
good
night.
night.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Silly
Silly
Me,
Me,
and
and
we'll see
we'll
you
see you
next
next
time.
time.
Thank you, Sillymee.
Absolutely. Take care, y'all.